Well, I finished my training this morning. 1.5 hours flying time with Russell Langley in a wind that started at 15 knots and ended at 25, gusting to 30, and still managed to handle the airplane. So quite pleased with myself, really. And there she is. And I am now fueling her up for the trip to Cape Town, which will probably happen tomorrow. Siphoning fuel into the left-hand fuel tank. I'm going to need at least 2 of these to fill up the tanks. Well, here I am sitting in my hired car in the rain at 43rd Air School because the storm front, predicted front, has come through, bringing with it the wind is still about the same as it was when I was flying. Maybe slightly less, but fairly heavy rain. There's the Ximango over there. And my baby's getting wet, which is not very nice. That's me for an hour or so, I suppose, until the storm front passes. I've got some company in some sandwiches that Candy made for me. I have a Coke, which is almost finished. I have some peppermints, which are actually for tomorrow's flight. I might start eating them now. And bought a chamois for the plane, and I'm just going to sit and wait it out because I haven't finished the refueling. I got about halfway, and then the rain came down, so I decided to stop. It's 8:30 in the morning. It rained very heavily all night. But the front, and I've been into the house, I've looked on Kobus Botha's fantastic weather website, and we're right on the edge of the front. Well, the front's behind us, we're right on the edge of the trailing edge of the front. And if I look out the window now, sun is making its way through the clouds, and I can see a lot of blue sky. So the clouds here, stop raining, the clouds here are very, very thin, and there's absolutely no wind. Weather forecast at George is 6 kilometers an hour southeast, south-southeast, and Cape Town 25 kilometers an hour southeasterly. I landed yesterday in a 25 mile an hour wind. This is a 25 kilometer an hour wind, and so I think we're going to have a fantastic flight. I woke up at 3 o'clock and went back to sleep at about 5 with the butterflies, and I remember them from my earlier flying days. This is quite a big thing for me to be able to take off this still strange airplane, which is quite sensitive, certainly more sensitive than the Cessnas and the Sambas. It's like the Grob, it's a sensitive airplane, and travel cross country. Yeah, I deserve to be just a little bit nervous. But here goes. Well, I'm back on the ground again after about 1 hour in the air. Decided it wasn't worth pushing on. The hills started coming up, the clouds started going down. I got to about 20 or 30 miles west of Grahamstown, less than 40 minutes away from here. Decided no, but anyway, had a nice flight, came back, did a reasonable landing. So I've got a little more confidence in the plane, which of course helps, and we'll see what the weather does tomorrow. Well, it's the following morning. Beautiful clear sunshine. It's about 8 degrees, no wind, and we've got a clear VFR flight all the way. Looks very promising, full tanks. I'm ready to go. If ever there was a day suitable for doing this trip, it's today. I haven't touched the controls for 5 full minutes. We're sitting at 90 knots, we're still in the cruise. I'm approaching 4,500 feet and I have to level off here. So I'm going to do that quickly. So here it is on the ground after a 3-hour and 40-minute flight, of which 20 minutes was spent gliding near Swellendam, and that is the end of my little Ximango film.
Excited.
Be gentle with the controls there, really gentle.
Oh, wet. No, it's not wet, it's just cold. It's the... Oh, she's very nice, hey?
I saw you, I couldn't like decide whether the tail...
Can I try get inside, Daddy?
Yes, but there are only 2 seats.
Oh.
Comfortable, hey?